All right, guys.
A quick reminder. Kaylee getting on.
I'm going to mute Kaylee. Okay, guys. Welcome to our Thursday night team call. It is November 7th. We are 1 week into November. We are 2 weeks from finishing out 2019. How crazy is that? We have our new recognition board for November. Everybody started with a clean slate, which is super exciting. And I love to see how people are coming right out of the gate hardcore with hidden club already. And it's because they put in the time in October, and these are the people that they were talking to in October, and this is why they're hitting Success Club so quick. So on the board with 6 points, Amanda Steele, congratulations. I talked to Cassie, she has 2, but actually she is 6 as of right now, so congratulations, Cassie. We're gonna move your hiney on over to the next column. Also on the board with Changing a Life is Kaylee, Megan, Ashley, and myself. Top recruiters, myself with 2, Kaylee 1, and Cassandra with 1. Coach of the week is Amanda Steele. That's a given. Super, super easy. She shows up all the time with fire no matter what. Through the ups and downs, she keeps it on cruise control, and I'm just so proud of her. So good job, girlfriend. I can't wait to see how you end your November. It's going to be incredible. All right, if you guys didn't see, I posted the November calendar. It's pinned to the top of Destiny United. All challenge packs are $20 off. You should know if you're living unless you're living underneath a shell, about peppermint mocha. That was out. It's still available. Grab yours. I'm hearing how incredible it is. I just got mine today. Raise of hands. Who loves it? Drop it in the, yeah, I like it. And then they take it away from us. How rude is that? Go stock up on it, guys. Even if you're not a peppermint mocha fan, it is your job to get it. You can hand it out. You can sample it. You can save a packet for next year. Make sure you get it. It's your job. November 1st, we had the super weekend, or November 1st through the 3rd, we had super weekend. That was incredible. Awesome. So much fun. Office hours are now Monday, every single Monday at 7 p.m. Either myself or another leader will be on our Zoom link to help you run your business, to mentor you, to answer questions, work with you. If you need us, that is when you can get a hold of us. Our team call hour is now 8 p.m. every single week instead of 8:30, so mark that down. November 15th, you should be asking yourself, did I change 3 lives yet this month? If not, 10x your stuff and change 3 lives. What else? The last week in November, we're going to have another team-wide spirit week for Thanksgiving. Who's excited about that? Yeah, we had so much fun last time. I love getting to know you guys and seeing your personalities. It's so much fun. November 25th, I believe that is the day that the bar blend sample workout is available. Ashley has this genius idea of having a virtual gym with all of the coaches, all of our challengers. We're going to talk about what day we're going to do that and what time. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So if you need that, print it out. It's in our group. Like I said, peppermint mocha, no, it's November, $20 off. Mark your calendar. Coach Kaylee, get on here, Kaylee. Talk to us about our team call on December 5th. You set this up. You did the magic. I am so excited. And she's gone.
Oh, hello. Okay, yay. Sorry. Anyway, that is part of the magic of leadership that I'm going to talk about, is getting to meet the trainers and actually work out with them. So Elise was super cute, super sweet, super excited just to get the opportunity. So she just had her first coach call last night, actually. And so she's doing calls all this month for coaches, and she agreed to do one for us right before it's released. the workouts, which is December 6th. So I lined her up for that Thursday before, December 5th at 8 p.m. So I feel like this is going to be a great opportunity to invite your challengers. Why not let them meet her as well? Because she's just going to talk about the program, get them excited about it as well. We want ultimately our challengers to become coaches too, right? So let's start inviting them onto our team calls and into our culture and into our community. And I think getting to meet Elise will be a really great start for that program. Oh, okay, I guess Amy muted herself. So I'm going to just go ahead and talk to you guys. Let's get the leadership. I wanted so bad for our team to be there because it's just so powerful, much more powerful than I think like going to Summit where there's like hundreds and thousands of coaches there. Leadership, 5-star leadership, just for the top coaches. And it's less than, I would say, only like 500 people get invited, and then about 400 end up going. So it's a lot smaller of a community. But I definitely want to see more of our team there because they spoil the crap out of you. You feel, some of you have been on the Success Club trips and you feel spoiled then. Well, this is like the top of the top spoiled. It's insane. So I don't know about all you guys on here, who's all on here, but I wanted to give you a quick rundown of who I am. You might not have met me before or heard me speak before, but I've been a coach with Amy from the start, and Ashley we all did our Fit Club together. Oh my gosh, like, is it 5 or 6 years ago now, Amy? I can't even remember. But before BB, I was overworked. I was a real estate agent, property manager. I constantly worked hours and hours and hours every day. I lived on site. So my job was my life. I was that mom who took my kid to daycare and it was on Teddy Bear Day, and she would arrive on Teddy Bear Day without a teddy bear because I was just too dang busy to even worry about my daughter. You know, I was just all into my job. I lived on Diet Coke and 100 grand bars, and I just felt like crap. I thought I loved my job, but I was really just overstressed and too busy for anybody else. I lost my job and I didn't really know what I was going to do at all. And I said I was never going to work again because I gave my life to that job. And then I lost it in a second. And then I didn't know what to do with myself. You know, I worked so hard for somebody else every day, putting my family last every day for somebody else to it be gone one day. And that was like gut wrenching. So then I met Amy at my daughter's school, and she had a Fit Club, and I was like, I am not going because she's going to sell me something because I saw the Beachbody things. And I ended up going and saying, this is what I want to do. I want to hold 3 fitness classes, and that's it. I'm not going to sell anything. I'm just going to hold 3 fitness classes and let everyone come and just have fun with my friends. That's all I wanted then, was to have free opportunity for people to come together and get fit. And get fit for the right reasons. And that was my faith. Because I used to teach aerobics and it was faith-based and only Christians would come. And I didn't want that. I wanted to reach a wider base of women and just have fun. I had no idea that it would lead to what it's led to, a full-time income, these free trips, traveling all over. I honestly just wanted to do that free class. Then the next thing was I wanted to earn $250 so I could buy my husband this crappy leather couch at Ollie's. The next thing I remember, my next goal was I wanted to pay to go to the aquarium with my family for a weekend. And that's how it starts, guys. You can have all these goals of going 5-star. You can have all these goals of going diamond or whatever. But if you don't have a vision and a why behind those goals are just, you're going to get there and then it's going to be like, you know, you're done. And I've seen that happen a lot. People get to diamond because they're like, diamond, diamond, diamond. They get to diamond and then they're like, okay, now what? You know, they don't see beyond that. So you got to have that vision and that along with that goal when you set those goals. Okay. So after all that stuff, it's led to a full-time income. It's led to 2-star diamond. I feel like beyond diamond, that is really where your business starts when you hit 2-star, because you're able to open up a second business center and you're able to go to like the new leaders conference and all those things. And that's really where your business starts to really blow up with that full-time income. And that's where I started going on the trips with Amy. I went on the new leaders conference, and that was like amazing. I never got to travel all the way to California before. Like, that was huge deal. I've never really been out of, the United States before the Success Club trip kind of thing. So, and then each thing, it just kind of grew and grew on my vision and on my goals and what I wanted to do. And I always had my vision board posted all over my house with all those little things that I wanted for my family and for myself, like Christian school, trips, date nights, these huge ideas. And I remember in 2016, Michelle Myers, I don't know if you know who she is, but Michelle Myers is a huge Christian coach. She created the Cross Training Couture shirts. Posted that she was going to be at the 5-star leadership retreat, and I wanted to go. I wanted to meet her, and I wanted to learn from her, and I was going to do whatever it took in our business to make it happen. I rallied up my team and I made it happen. Some of the diamonds weren't quite there yet, and I would help make that happen, but we ended up getting 5 diamonds on my team in 2016. So that was my first 5-star leadership conference I ever went to. And that I went 5-star right in that year during Summit. So at Summit, I was like, yes, I'm going. The day we went to Summit, I found out I was 5-star. And that was legit 5-star, because you have to hold it for 6 weeks. And that is like a grueling 6 weeks of, oh my gosh, make sure you hold it. Like, it's kind of intense, but it's so worth it. So give your coach above upline, a ton of grace if she's messaging you saying, oh, you're going to lose diamond, you're going to lose this, because it's a huge goal and it's a huge freaking deal to get there. It really is. So when I first went to this retreat in 2016, I was alone, and I felt alone, and I did not know what to expect. And I was scared. I was in my room a lot. I got to meet like Autumn and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't step out of my comfort zone, really. I was kind of like reserved. I wasn't going there prepared to meet top coaches. I was like, holy crap, I'm here. I don't deserve to be here. That's how I felt the first time I went. And those were such lies, So this year, when I got to go, I made it a point to go. I got invited. I let those lies rule my head again. Like, oh, I've had postpartum depression the past year. I haven't been posting. I haven't been hitting Success Club some months. I haven't been the leader I wanted to be this year. I had all these lies in my head. And you know what? On the last day that I could actually register, I said, F it, I'm going to go. I got the registration. I got invited. I'm going to go. I'm going to own this. I'm going to meet a ton of coaches, and I'm going to be present. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to soak up. I'm going to absorb, and I'm going to make 2020 the best year yet for my leadership, for my growth, for the change in my life. I've let too many excuses this past year with postpartum depression and anxiety and major depression just rule my life, and I'm sick of it. And I feel like getting to these events is exactly what you need to do to figure out what's next. You need to get there to get your fire going, to figure out what's later, wow. So this leadership I went to, I did not earn a room. So when you get to leadership, you earn a free, suite, basically a free suite all to yourself. You earn it was $379 a night just to stay at that hotel. So you earn that for free for 4 days, 3 or 4 days, depending if you're elite or not. So you do not have to be elite in order to get invited. You just have to be a 5-star diamond coach. And that means you have 5 active diamonds below you for 6 weeks or more. At least 6 weeks, though. So they all have to hold it for those 6 weeks. at the same time. So you get the free room and board, you get free ticket to all that, you get swag every single day if you're elite. Let me tell you guys, if you're going to come there with me next year, so since you're coming with me next year, you are going to be elite, because I already know it, because when I was 3 points away that year from going elite, and then the following year I missed it because of your coaches like have to be in that same year. Hold on a minute. Your coaches have to be hitting Success Club in the same 2 years back then. And then the following year, I lost Rainey and Lynn, so they no longer counted towards my elite points, and they were like everything. So I know you guys, when you are going to be getting all these new diamonds, and you guys are going to be getting all these people to be rallied up and hitting Success Club, you will be elite going to this 5-star leadership retreat. And every single night, elite coaches, you get a gift on your bed. So it's so awesome, because you walk into your room, there's a present on your bed, and it's something amazing. Like this year they got pajamas. I love pajamas. Matching pajamas are like my thing. Okay, guys, matching jammies, pajamas, robes, slippers, like all kinds of Team Beachbody swag, free. And it's so cool. They just really make you feel special when you're elite. They have the best buffets and trainings, and you get one-on-one with the trainers, up close and personal, where you're just literally hanging out and having dinner with the trainers. It's so freaking cool. But the agenda is much like Summit, where you go into a leadership training, but they're talking to the top of the top. You're hearing the ins of what they're exactly doing step by step, except it's not like information overload like Summit. It's more like broken down, and you're talking to them one-on-one. And it's not so much. You actually get to not only take notes, but you can ask them questions later on as well. Where at Summit, you're just like, you never probably see them again at Summit because there's just so many people. But at Leadership, you get to, sit down, have drinks, just talk one-on-one with these coaches that you admire and you want to learn from. On top of the seminar and the trainings, they have something called the round table, which is where a room that you get to go in with all the top coaches. You kind of scramble up and sit at different tables. There's 12 people to a table. And then the speaker gives you 5 questions to go over. What's your new coach process like? What's your best tip to help coaches hit success starters? Like things like that. And then you all share. In a 15-20 minute window, you all share answering those questions, and then you also get to talk and ask questions. Exactly how do you do that? And do you do it like this? Like you can ask them questions and actually get a step-by-step process if it's something that you want to implement. You meet new coaches that maybe you want to work success partners with. You meet new coaches that maybe you can, hey, that's a great idea. Can I message you about that later? And then they know who you are, and you can respond to those messages back and forth. So I'm still messaging like 5 or 6 different coaches since retreat, and it's brought so much value. Like you see my to-do list. I have a billion things I want to do, and I'm trying to harness that in. And I'm going to share that with you guys. So maybe you guys can start working on it before I do. But that is like the super benefit of getting to Leadership, that you get one-on-one with other top coaches that are super successful, 6-figure businesses. I met a girl who just went 5-star right at the cutoff. So in order to go to the retreat in 2020, it's the same weekend, October, 15th, 16th, somewhere in there. It's same weekend, same hotel, Scottsdale, Arizona. Super nice. Like I love their rooms because they look like boho. They're just super cute. But it's the same weekend. So you need to hit 5-star by mid-July and then hold that for 6 weeks, ending August 31st. So you would want to aim to go 5-star by July. So think about that. If you're not diamond yet or just getting to diamond, that means you would want to get, you, your husband or spouse, your second business center, and then just 2 other diamonds. That's really all you got to do, right? I mean, you, your spouse, your second business center, and then 2 other diamonds. Like, it's completely doable, guys. You have to just own it and say, I can do this. And every single time you have a doubt in your mind, that's when you call your upline. We don't complain in our team page. We keep it up. We don't complain in our chats. We go to our upline, ask Amy, and every single time I've had a doubt in my mind or complaint or negativity or a lie that my head was being filled with, I would go to Amy and she would pray with me. She would encourage me. Ashley too, I have to give her the credit. I've called her many times crying. But you go to your upline and you share that doubt with her, because if you can communicate that, then you're going to be able to overcome that doubt. You're going to be able to overcome anything in this business. If you suck at follow-up, you suck at invites, whatever you suck at, it doesn't matter, because it's freaking figure outable, man. It's so true. Like, I sucked at the mindset last year, but it's figure outable. Everything in this business is, and it's such an amazing opportunity that I don't know, like, everyone should be able to do this if you are able to communicate and Google, figure it out. So, okay, what else is that leadership? Oh, they take your headshots. They make you feel like a freaking supermodel. They give you a ton of free headshots, which I haven't gotten back yet. All of the trainers are literally walking around at all of the parties. Okay, now at Summit, I went to the Success Club parties, and there's a ton of freaking people. At Leadership, again, it's much smaller, and like, you see these like top coaches that you always watch their YouTube, and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to talk to her. And then you just go and you just talk to their normal freaking people. Amy Silverman, like all these women I got to talk to. And it was just, how cool is it to just meet them? And, they're real people. And it makes me feel like I can do this too. Like, yeah, she might have really awesome YouTube, but look at her. She's a mom just like me, breastfeeding in the middle of this party. Like, heck, if she can make 6 figures, I can do this too. I can figure it out. So who else? I got to hang out with Amola. I can't even say his name. I called him Abuela. Do you know what Abuela means? Yeah. Grandma. I found that out in Spanish. So I called him Abuela. Yeah. That was really freaking embarrassing. But you know what? I laughed it off, had fun, gave me a big hug. I got a picture of that. Things I get to post now and share with others, stories I get to share with other people. It was amazing. What else? More than oh, okay. And the workouts. Okay, at Summit, I feel like I have to get up at the butt crack of dawn even earlier to get there really early to get in the beginning, and then still I'm all the way at the end still. Like, I don't get it. But at Leadership, I got up a half hour early. I took my time, so I got there 15 minutes before the workout, and I got right in front. Abuela's sweat was flying on top of me. I mean, it was awesome. And then Elise, I got to talk with Elise, get my picture right away easily with her. I feel like it's an introvert's paradise, like social anxiety introvert's paradise, because it was easy. They're right freaking there. And I love that. I don't like standing in lines and like in a crowd of people all trying to touch them. Like, I can't do that, I like the leadership part about that, where it's just like, they're right there, like, hey, yeah. And they all want to talk to you because you're like the top leaders of the business. So they all they bow down to you, basically. Like, they appreciate how much we promote their products and do their programs and all the positive things we say about them on social media. So it's like, they're grateful to us, and that's how they treat you. Like, oh my gosh, come here, girl. Yeah, Klee, let me do a video. Do you want me to do a video in your group? I'm like, yes. Like, yes, come on. Woo, sweat. Let's do it. It's so much fun. And I just want you guys to be there, because my favorite part is the team building part. And a lot of the top coaches, they didn't even go to it. I was trying to find my girls that I knew, and I'm like, come on, let's go. And they're like, we don't do that. What do you mean you don't do that? We don't get wet. We don't get muddy. I'm like, what? How do you sweat? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. I went, and this is where teams of 10 come together and they do these really fun competitive things. I'm really competitive. You get me in games. I love that crap. But we do little team building games and compete for these prizes like surfboards and boogie boards and I don't know, paddle boards. And so I went walking up on this field all by myself, like, I'm going to find a team and they better win, you know? And it was so cool because you know who walked up to me is Moira Kuba. Where is it? Yeah. Moira Kuba is the one who created my Rise Up planner. And I had this sitting at leadership and I was like, gosh, you know, that is somebody I would love to meet. And here, like an hour later, she walks up to me and asked me to be on her team. And I was like, oh, I didn't know what she looked like. And she's like, my name's Moira. I'm like, oh, okay, yes. And I told her, I'm like, this is a God freaking wink because I literally just thought about you an hour ago. And it was cool how God put us together. And now I get to talk to her and ask her questions and ins and outs. And it's so freaking cool. They were super competitive. We did not win, but next year when y'all are there with me, we are going to win. We're going to win this damn paddleboards. I want a paddleboard. But you get to like, every year is so cool. They do it differently, but the first year I got to like run in one of those plastic hamster wheel balls, you know, and they do, oh my gosh, the funniest one this time was you had to have a string, like a pulley on this bar, and they had beach bars hanging from the string, and the other end of the string was attached to your toe. Yeah. So people were like, I saw Barbie Caleb, which is Body Beast, Sagi's wife, her with a beach bar in her mouth. It was just whacking her in the face. Now, can you imagine what all the coaches around her were saying? Yeah, that's, it's explicit, so I'm not abuela or whatever. I'm not going to say that, but it was hilarious. And it's just the best time because you get to meet each other, laugh each other, and have a great time together. And like all business is set aside and you just have fun and games. And that's my favorite part about leadership. What else? Oh, lastly is the ending party. I don't know. I didn't get to stay that long because my flight left, but they really go all out. They give you, they really spoil the elite. They give them these huge prizes. This year it was like wanted signs with their photos on it. Super cool. But they had it like all country style. They had amazing band up front, beer, wine, amazing freaking food. The decor is like so amazing for pictures and that. Oh, and that's another thing. A photographer is constantly around taking photos. So I wasn't always going to be like, hey, you know, just me. Like if you guys were there would be so many team photos of all of us doing this thing. And that is my vision for next year. And there's not a doubt in my mind that it's going to happen, that we're going to be there next year to get more in those photos and just really party. I just can't wait for it. It is the best trip. I think of the year. I love the Success Club trips, but my hubby's there and that's great. It's more of like a total hubby date night thing there where I try to watch how much I talk about business. But at leadership, you talk about business, you relax, you meet other people you don't know, but you admire. So I don't know. I'd have to say that the 5-star leadership is my favorite trip ever. And I'm definitely excited to go. Okay. One more thing I wanted to tell you before we get off here, is I never get to travel. So except for Beachbody. And so when I got to Arizona all by my lonesome and I got in my car, it was nighttime, didn't see anything. And I drove to my Airbnb. I got an Airbnb because I didn't qualify for the free hotel, which was another thing. I almost didn't go, but I made it happen by finding an Airbnb within 5 miles. And, I got there at nighttime. It was amazing inside. And then in the morning when I finally got to drive out and head to the hotel, I was bawling, guys, bawling my eyes out, wanting to grab my phone and just record and drive at the same time, you know, because it was desert. It was highway and like orange desert with mountains and cactuses, and just, I've never freaking seen it before. I've never seen anything like it. And I was just so grateful to God, so grateful to this community of people who just encourage and lift me up and kibosh the lies, and help me to grow, you guys, because any challenge, anything that's worth doing is going to be a freaking challenge, right? So it was a freaking challenge for me to get there, but it changed me. It changed me inside out, and it's going to change my team inside out as well, because I want to make sure you hear it in my voice every single day how much that trip meant to me because of you guys. I want to make sure that you guys live out your dreams and your dreams come true, because this is your freaking ticket, guys. This is it right here. So make it happen. And you can't just say, I'm too busy for this, I'm too busy for that. Like, Beachbody coaching weaves into your life. You don't do it when you have time, because you're never going to have time to do this. You make the freaking time. And life happens. Crazy things happen. But I'm still going to show up in some aspect. At least. And that's a great thing. We can put this on autopilot, but we still show up with our posts. We still show up in our challenge group. Even if we're crying that day, we still show up. Even if we don't do our daily post, whatever, we show up and cry in our challenge group, because that's what I've been doing for the past freaking year with postpartum depression. That's what you do. You lean into your freaking challenge group, and you can still be successful because you're just sharing your crap. You're just sharing it. Just because, trauma hits your family, you don't disappear. You figure out how to share that trauma with those people. I know there's a lot of like things that you have to protect, guys. The last 2 weeks, I haven't shared about my dad going away to rehab. My dad, who's almost 60 years old, and I had an intervention 2 weeks ago, and he went to freaking rehab. Like, I want to share it. I'm just not there yet. He's been there 2 weeks, and I'm about to blow it up. I'm about to blow up the world, because addiction, it's freaking ugly, but in the face of Jesus, my dad is my hero, and I can't wait to share it. But I'm still showing up. I'm still posting 1 time a day. I'm still throwing some stories up there. I'm still crying to my challengers. Guys, don't give up. Okay? Where is your freaking dream board? Do you have that hanging on your fridge, on your bedroom wall? So when you hit snooze, are you gonna hit snooze on your dreams? Like, are you gonna do that? How can you do that? You can't. If you have your dreams in front of you and they're so important, then you won't hit snooze. That will get you up, okay? If you're in your kitchen and it slaps you in your face, your dreams right there on your refrigerator, you're going to make time for those business hours that you set tonight at 6 p.m. You're going to make time for that coach call tonight. All right, so I'm going to stop yelling at you. I think I'm yelling at you because my voice is gone. But I'm yelling at me too, guys. I'm yelling at me because I did let things happen. I did let things go sometimes, and I can only work 7 hours a week, and that's where I'm at right now, but I'm going to work those 7 hours. So if you are struggling with making that time in, number 1, I want you to find your why. Number 2, I want you to set your vision and your goals. Number 3, I want you to set your business hours. And number 4, I want you to stick to those hours. And when you can't, I want you to go to your upline and tell her why. And I want you to give her permission to slap you, slap truth into you, okay? Because this is so important, guys. I earn a full-time income on autopilot when I need to take that break, when I needed to take that entire day away, my dad to rehab, when I'm going to visit him, the 3-hour trip there, 3-hour trip back, 4-hour, when I go and do that, my job is on autopilot. I'm still getting my paycheck every freaking week. It takes time, but you can do it, and you can get there. So I want to hear in the comments, who's coming to leadership with me? Who's coming to leadership with me next October? All right. Amy, screenshot those people because I want their names. I can't see them all, but I want their names.
I already screenshotted the whole conversation, so keep dropping your names.
Yay! And okay, last thing. Anyone have any questions? Your struggles become your superpower. Mike Fitzpatrick said that at leadership. I was just like, yes! Oh. Yes. your struggles become your superpowers. Any other questions? Oh, okay, my to-do list. Does someone say they wanted to know what my to-do list is? My to-do list. Okay, so content creation, that's something I'm going to be doing ahead of time. I'm busy. I don't have time to sit there and create posts. I don't have the words that come out of my brain to make posts. So I'm going to be creating content ahead of time. I'm going to do that by, number one, writing out a list of problems that I can solve. Because I'm not selling things, I'm solving problems. So I'm going to write out a list of problems I can solve and then post to create it. And then I'm going to create content based on the 4 vital behaviors and what I do as a coach. The 4 vital behaviors, I'm going to constantly redo that over and over again and talk about how hard it is, but how it's possible. The other thing I wrote down is I'm going to create a landing page with a coach sneak peek that is duplicatable. So Erin Hopkins, she's a 15-star diamond coach. She was also on my team with the team building, didn't know it. And then a couple hours later, she was on stage, a 15-star diamond coach, boom, dropping the mic with her amazing talk. And it was how she uses a landing page with a password protection. I don't even know if I can get that tech savvy, but she uses that for her sneak peek. So I was going to create that. I looked up some landing page website options and I found MailerLite. It is free. It's the same platform that I use for my email workflows for new challengers. The other thing I'm going to do is get my new coach training system up, which is simple systems. I learned at leadership that we overcomplicate it. We give them this training, it's got to be think if it, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. And just to keep it simple. And that's why corporate came out with those 5 new videos. It's the new launch process. It's 5 simple videos that basically helps people learn how to share and learn how to help people get started. And that's it. And keep it that simple. A lot of coaches said they weren't even going to add them to the team pages yet because they didn't even want to overwhelm them with this page, that page, this page, that page, all these posts, all this information. They wanted to first help them with getting somebody signed up and get them sharing and learning how to post on social media before they're bombarded with other coaches' posts and thinking they can't do it. Hold on a second, sweetie. Okay. The other thing I was going to do was use the Enogram. So I took a post and I know Ashley posted about that. I was going to learn it. That was amazing training to get to know your team and downline and really speak to them in that way. Because a lot of the time, to be honest, when somebody is sharing their concerns with me, I want to just say, get over it. Like, make it happen. You know, and I'm just like, do you know what I dealt with? Like that's a lot of the time that's how I'm feeling like. And so the Enneagram will really help me speak to them in a way that they really need to be spoke to instead. Hey, can you please leave? Thank you. I love you. The other thing, last thing is, I really want to promote what's beyond diamond. I love that we are helping our coaches get to diamond, but what's beyond that? I really want to speak to that vision more. And the 3 steps to what beyond diamond looks like. And what that means, because they're like, I get to diamond, yay. And it's like, oh, wait, I don't know that I have to hold it for 6 weeks. I don't know that I have to keep it and maintain it and keep inviting. Like they work so hard to get the diamond and then they're like overloaded, like they burn out, I guess you can say. So those are my things. All right, guys. Yeah, those are my things. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm so glad I got to get on and talk with y'all, and I'm back, and you're gonna see me more often. Oh, next week? No, I don't know about next week, but one of the coaches I met at leadership, she just went 5-star by the cutoff. And she went 5-star with discount coaches and utilizing the launch of MM100. And that's how she went 5-star. So we're going to get Leah, her name is Leah, on the call for us in the next few weeks here. I'm trying to get her on our 8 o'clock time frame on Thursday. I like to get that time situated so most people know when it is. There's no question about it. But yeah, don't you want to hear how she went 5-star using discount coaches to get there and a launch of a product because bar's coming up. I know you can do it. If this girl can do it, and I listen to this girl talk, if this girl can do it, then I have no doubt that you guys can do it, and bar's coming up. You can do it right at the beginning of the freaking year. You can lock in elite by getting 2 diamonds. You can, and then work on the rest of your business, your husband or spouse or whatever, and then your second business center. Like, you can do it. This is so freaking possible. Woohoo! All right, guys. I'll see you later.
All right, let's go to team quick pick. Everybody wait.
You gotta send me this because I don't see anybody.
1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Kaylee, thank you for just spewing passion and excitement over us. It's what we needed right now so desperately. So thank you so much. We love you, appreciate you. Get that girl on this call.
I'm excited.
Anybody else have any questions? You want to say anything to Kaylee?
Ooh, it's hot in here. I need to take my clothes off.
That was amazing, by the way.
I'm fired up now.
Oh my God, I loved it. That
I'm not
was.
gonna be able to sleep. Maybe I can invite.
There you go.
All right, girl. We love you. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have
Bye,
a
guys.
good evening. Bye.